This is Jonathan Agger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Kalle Sauerland. Kalle,
Boxing fans, what are you doing at a Misfits press conference?
cover everything. Kalle, Visit Qatar is behind you. This fight is
desperate for numbers, no? Great to see you. Great to see you.
So from your call, to be fair, to Qatar on November 28th, you are promoting Slim against Gib. Talk to me about the press conference. Andre Razier went at it with Gib, and I guess that's what happens when you bring someone from the boxing world into this world.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it was a spicy press conference. You knew standing at stage. I mean, today's a very big day for the scene, for the crossover boxing scene. So this is a pro boxing fans website. So I'm going to be very choice with my words here. Now, turn off the interview if you're not interested in this scene. But don't start cussing me because of it. What I'd say is, listen, we've managed to create today on the anniversary of the Prime card, the first Super Bowl in this scene, the second one, which is going to head to Qatar in a wonderful partnership. Looking forward to that in an amazing city of Doha. It's a fight week in the Formula One fight week. I think that Qatar is probably the only place on earth that can pull that one off. They showed that in the World Cup. The event hosting there is absolutely phenomenal, and we're very excited to be bringing what is the Super Bowl of this scene to Qatar this year.
That's November 28th. Kalle, we are pushed for time, so let me just ask you a few pro boxing questions.
They were coming, so I thought I'd do my quick bit there.
The weekend, Artur Beterbiev beating Dmitry Bivol. What do you make of Beterbiev's win and of people saying that it was a robbery?
Bivol's. Beterbiev's win, which should have been Bivol's, yeah. I think so, yeah. But it's not a robbery. You can't say it's a robbery and a great fight. If it's a robbery, it must have been so one-sided for it to be a robbery. And a one-sided fight isn't a great fight, let's face it. It's what happens when best fight the best. I think, massive credit to His Excellency. He don't mess about. He said he wants to do the fight straight away again. And, that's the way sport should work. So if you can pull that off, let's not moan too much about the decision. It was a close fight. I had it for Bivol, but if you would have had it for Beterbiev, would I say that you are off your rocker? No. By the nature of it being a really good fight, we can all have our opinions, and that's what it is.
Two quick ones and I'm done. Watching that Benn Eubank face-off, any sort of regrets or disappointment that you're not involved in that at all, or not?
Regrets? No, I'm too old for regrets. No, I want to see the fight get made. I've done my fair share of big events. That listen, I like that fight at the time, and I'll definitely watch it if it happens. And let's see. It's a tough fight to make now because of the weight, but if they can find enough money, I'm sure it will happen, and I'll certainly be watching. But yeah, I've been there and done it on big events, so I'm always looking to be involved in big events. But that one cost me far too much energy. But I'll be very excited to see it.
Last one, Kalle. At the weigh-in, we saw a bit of a push between Frank Warren and Benn Shalom. Benn Shalom claiming that he'd been blocked from certain fight week events, and he feels that both Eddie and Frank are trying to stop him from really getting involved in this Saudi scene. What did you make of that? And does he have a point?
Well, first of all, I'd say I don't think the Saudi scene care. They don't seem to care too much who the promoters are and this, that, and the other. They want the best fights, and they'll work with everyone to make it. We've done a number of fights down there as well, and I did the first ever World Championship in Saudi. But so I don't think it's about that. So that's. But I don't know if Ben's been quoted that or you've seen it quoted. So I'm not going to comment on that directly and slate Ben for it. But that's Frank stood where the promoter stands, and Ben's not the promoter show. He's the promoter. He's a co-promoter of a fight on that show. So Frank stood in his space. Ben's inadvertently or advertently or whatever got into his personal space. So his reaction, I can understand. Did Ben do it by accident or not? I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know what the befores and afters were. I'm sure there's a lot behind the scenes. So I'm not really going to get involved in someone else's tear up. But what I would say is that Frank is the promoter of the event, so he's standing in his space. Yeah? So someone walked into my space and I'm the promoter of the show, and well, I'm standing on my place and I'm standing in the tube. You know, that's my space, right? So don't come too close. Yeah? And it was one of those moments, wasn't it? And Frank sort of let him have it 2 barrels. What he said, I'd love to hear. I saw Spencer standing nearby, so Spencer definitely knows. I'm going to have a catch up with Spencer and get that. I am curious what Frank let rip at him, because he certainly let rip. Someone else, someone from the British Board of Boxing Control was nearby, but I'm definitely Spencer was definitely standing there within earshot. So I'm interested like the rest. What did Frank actually say? You know, a few quotes out of some films I could think of.
Well, we'll leave it there. Kalle, appreciate it.
Let's put it this way. I don't think Ben will be doing it again very quickly.
Well, we will see if he does or doesn't, but Kalle, appreciate your time, and yeah, we'll look forward to this one and whatever else you've got with Wasserman coming up.
Thank you very much.